Estevao Willian, aka Messinho, joins not Barcelona, but Chelsea.
Here we go. Save the name. Remember the name. Estevão Willian.
It's a big deal. Very big transfer. In fact, this is a history-making deal for the whole of South America. Never before has someone paid this much for an underage player. Are you not entertained? Here we go!
Hear the music.
Chelsea reach a verbal agreement to sign Brazilian gem Willian Estevão. Here we go! Palmeiras ready to accept final bid worth €40 million plus €25 million add-ons. Personal terms agreed 10 days ago. Estevao will join #CFC in 2025. Just waiting for Palmeiras president to sign. Fabrizio Romano surprised everyone with his insight on the evening of May 18th. When the top transfer insider says,
"Here we go,"
everyone in the world of football knows the deal is on. Estevao Willian's name didn't just come out of nowhere on May 18th. The guy was already a highly hyped young talent even before Fabrizio's announcement. And here lies the hidden danger of signings from the Brazilian market. Spinning a PR machine around a promising prospect is not a problem for modern agents who perfectly understand the art of selling their clients. Take, for example, the current situation of Vitor Roque, a super talent who was marketed as the new Ronaldo Nazario and for whom Barcelona have already paid €40 million. It would seem to be an absolute win-win for all parties. But at the moment, the Catalan side admits that the 19-year-old striker is not yet ready to compete at the top level and intends to loan the whiz kid to another club for a season, or even sell him, if they receive a generous offer. That is why the reaction of Chelsea fans to this new transfer was rather mixed. Some are openly hyped and celebrate the matter, writing tweets like, "Yes, we have a generational talent in our hands, vamos!" There is an opposite opinion based on the fact of Chelsea's overinvestment in young, inexperienced players. It would be better if we signed a mature winger aged 25 to 27 with experience in the Premier League. Potentially, Todd Boehly is ready to pay €65 million for a player who was very much wanted by Barcelona, Manchester United, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, PSG and other big teams. Thus, the €40 million plus €25 million formula for the deal can be seen as a reassurance for Chelsea's officials. So far, the amount seems to be appropriate for Messinho's services in the transfer market, given the interest of others, and yet the Blues' transfer policy itself raises many questions and doubts. Indeed, Chelsea spares no expense in landing young top talent and especially players who can play across the whole upfront area. In June 2023, for example, the Blues announced the transfer of young Ecuadorian star Kendry Páez, paying €20 million, but the main part in add-ons, Romano notes, without specifying the exact sum, although rumours suggest that the total amount for the prospect could reach €50 million. Or let's look at the case of Michailo Mudryk, who cost €70 million. Moving on, Noni Madueke cost €35 million. Cole Palmer, €47 million, and Christopher Nkunku, €60 million. Out of all these mentioned purchases, only Palmer is performing in a consistently high level. The rest are on the border of being labelled potential transfer flops, except for Páez, of course, who will become a Chelsea player in 2025 when he turns 18. And what do we get in total? €35 million spent, of which only Cole Palmer is actually working off the investments made in his move. The pessimism of some Chelsea fans can be understood. Why buy a 16-year-old green Brazilian who can be called the new Messi or new Neymar for such a fabulous price when there have already been many investments meant to bolster the attacking line with young players? Will he become the next total disaster? Obviously, the very fact of Chelsea winning the race for one of the most promising players of the new generation is a great accomplishment, considering the previously lost battle for Endrick to Real Madrid. So here we have to give Todd Boehly and his team at least some credit for the potential great generational talent that will represent them. That's why every Chelsea supporter has to leave a like to celebrate their high-profile signing. After all, we should note the Blues' great work in the Brazilian market. Chelsea have scoured Brazil for young talent in the past 2 years, signing André Santos, David Washington and Angelo, writes the Guardian journalist Jacob Steinberg. That said, at the moment none of these talents have really shone through and made a name for themselves, adding more fuel to the scepticism surrounding Estevao's move. Still, in our opinion, Messinho will surprise the demanding Stamford Bridge crowd, which again wants triumphs in the Premier League and on the European stage. Estevao Willian, aka Messinho, possesses absolutely crazy potential. In Brazil, they say he is a talent of a magnitude that has never been seen before. For instance, Palmeiras coach Abel Ferreira recently said, "I'm going to ask the club's president not to sell this player. Let him stay with us until 2027. I really think this player is unlike anything I've ever seen. A boy who defends, attacks, shows himself in the game." Well, any club would be impressed after hearing that kind of praise. Who is this incredible kid they don't want to sell? Indeed, Messinho's skill set is impressive. His playing style is a mix of Lionel Messi and Neymar. Fast vertical play and masterful technique which generates one insane feint after another. You've probably already seen some clips featuring the Chelsea newcomer on YouTube, and we guess you've been pretty impressed. Estevao is fast, resourceful, possesses great passing and shooting abilities, as well as a great understanding of football. His sense of the game is at the advanced level. His decision-making IQ on the pitch is truly spectacular. He has all the makings of a world-class performer. Football observers from all over the globe can agree with that. From Endrick to Gabriel Veron to Gabriel Jesus, Palmeiras Academy has produced a wide range of exciting forwards in recent years, and the next player to enjoy a breakout campaign could be Estevao, a high-volume dribbler who loves to cut in on his left to shoot where he displays his great ball striking. Boasting electric pace and agility that helps him to turn quickly, he is considered one of the brightest talents in the Verdeo's youth ranks, writes Breaking the Line journalist Ben Mattinson. Estevao has already proved himself in the Palmeiras main roster, making his debut at the age of 16. In his first full campaign, he has already made 21 appearances, scoring 7 goals and delivering 3 assists. In other words, he averages 1 goal every 2 games. Not a bad start. Press the like button if you agree. Messinho also made quite a name for himself at the Under-17 World Cup, which took place last year in Indonesia, where Brazil reached the quarter-finals, losing to Argentina. Back then, Estevao became one of the team's brightest stars, netting 3 goals and providing 3 assists in 5 appearances. The head of Palmeiras youth setup, João Paulo Sampaio, is convinced that Estevao is destined for success. One thing these kinds of players have is a strong personality, a big ego to say, "I am, I can, and I will," and they do it, Sampaio told FIFA. For these out-of-this-world talents, things come easy. It's difficult for your average player, who make up the vast majority. The ball control at speed paired with dribbling ability make one of the Chelsea newcomer's biggest strengths. The controls he makes are incredible and his speed with the ball is amazing. The Palmeiras photographer took a sequence of 100 photos of him running with the ball, and in all of them, he came out with the ball stuck to his left foot, shares João Sampaio. His left is already something special, Palmeiras and the rest of Brazil claim. Believe it or not, but this is the holy truth. Just look at the goals and assists he produces with this magical left foot. Talking about Messinho's weaknesses, as you may have guessed, there is one key problem at this stage of his development, and that has something to do with his physique. The next step is to improve his physique, but this is also a matter of time and maturity, Sampaio said. Asked to compare Estevao to Real Madrid-bound teammate Endrick and other young colleagues in Luis Guilherme, Sampaio said, "Estevao has more technical talent than them, but he has not yet matured physically. He is a year younger and genetically still does not have the physical build of the other two, but he is a super phenomenon." And how can Chelsea use Messinho? The answer seems obvious at first glance. Estevao should secure the position of the first-choice right winger from 2025 when the Brazilian moves to London. But in reality, the guy's functionality and vision are much broader than that. "I can play on the right, but I feel more comfortable floating in the middle, so I am closer to the area. I can turn left, right, and it is the place where I feel freer when playing," Estevao told Mundo Deportivo. Many have compared the kid to Neymar and Messi, but there is another interesting connection. We're talking about Angel Di Maria, who has been operating across the whole up-front line throughout his career. Versatility is definitely a positive feature for the lad who is moving to Chelsea, which is oversaturated with top talent and where each position offers enormous competition. In any case, we wish Chelsea and Estevao the best of luck. The top club and the top talent may create just the right chemistry at Stamford Bridge, and the new young team may be able to hit their full potential in the upcoming seasons. Otherwise, all this outrageous spending will be deemed a complete fiasco. Messinho has all that it takes to become a world football star if he makes the right decisions about his career. He has the brilliance of Neymar, the passion for fighting and scoring of Messi, not to mention the versatility of Angel Di Maria. If the Brazilian pushes his fitness to the limit, Chelsea will get a genuine football monster who will make the Premier League scared of him. Folks, what do you think about this signing? Write in the comments below. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day. Bye bye.